Hello my lovely humans, and welcome back to another phenomenal speed build here on my channel. This of course is going to come out on its normal day. I've already had a speed build come out this week on Tuesday, normal renovation day. I had a speed build come out on that day because I got internet and I decided to do things a little differently because of the fact that I have internet and I need to post Forgotten Sisters Parenthood Part 1, which I'm sorry, the voice in this one and the end videos going forward are kind of scratchy because I'm still trying to figure out my microphone. It's hard, it's complicated, and I'll get there. I'm just not there yet. I'll get there though. And I'll talk about the build in 1 second because it's very important. It has to do with Parenthood. There's nothing more Parenthood in this, like anything from it, because I didn't have it when I built it. This is a very old build. It's like 2 weeks old now. So when you see it, it was supposed to come out that Saturday, the weekend of Parenthood, but we moved and I didn't have internet until this Tuesday, which is the reason why I gave like 5 videos that day. Let's see here, what all am I giving out? I am giving out the Parenthood game pack overview, which I'm doing very soon. I'm doing later on tonight. Then I also am giving out Parenthood Part 1, the empty, unfurnished speed build of my new house that we're going to be furnishing in the Parenthood Let's Play. Forgotten Sisters Part 6, which is really fun. I hope you guys do enjoy that. I had a lot of fun recording that. And a room build to showcase off Parenthood things, like, I think it's a kitchen, I think it's what I'm going to do. That'll also be coming out that day. And there also might be a bedroom. I might do 2 room builds. I'm not sure. Guys, I just don't know yet. This is a very long build because I put in a lot of trees, and so it takes a long time. So it's like 26 minutes I had to talk to you, and I'm going to talk about stories today. I normally do stories. Like, I was planning on doing a band story, not a band story, a drama story, because I have so many of them from this past year that I was just going to tell you one of my best friends, and they had a meltdown, and it was really funny, or a different one. There's a few that I was going to tell you. But I decided, or prom. I haven't really got to talk about prom, and prom is fun. I do want to talk about prom, so maybe the speed build you guys already seen, and we could talk about prom. There also might be a renovation on Tuesday. Oh, wait. I'm guessing, I thought this was coming out on Wednesday. I thought I was going to post on my new video on Wednesday. So never mind, you'll get a renovation video on Tuesday, as well as some speed builds and other stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting my days mixed up. It's all good. So, and you'll get a Parenthood Part 2. Ooh, 2 parts of Parenthood in 1 week. What? I'm jealous. I mean, I'm not, because I'm the one recording it. Moving on. So basically what I want to talk about is this house. I moved, as you guys know, because I've been taking a week off. I didn't mean to take a week off. It just came down to the fact of I didn't have internet to post anything, and me being an idiot, I didn't pre-upload anything because of the week I was going to, but I didn't get a chance because I was waiting to do Parenthood stuff when I got Parenthood, and it just didn't happen. So that's the reason why, and it really sucks that I'm putting out Parenthood stuff a week after. Like, that's kind of sad, but hey, it's whatever. Parenthood will be on my channel, a lot of it, and I can't wait to explore it with you, especially with the new LP. Gosh, I'm super excited about the new LP. But that's this point. That's what we're talking about. So I made 2 houses today, or a few weeks ago. This one a few weeks ago, the other one last week. And the other one does have a lot of Parenthood objects in it, for it being unfurnished, a big deal of it, as you guys already saw. It had some objects and stuff in it. But for this one, for example, also screenshots might not be a thing for this. I'm sorry, before I get into stories. Might not be a thing for this because of, I didn't take any until afterwards. And so I don't know if screenshots will be a present thing. Also, you can hear anybody talking in the background. My microphone is hypersensitive right now. Like I said, still trying to work out the kinks. And so basically anything behind me you can hear. And it's only 10 o'clock, so people are up doing things. So, you know, I'm not living by myself. I'm just living with my family in a different house. And this is the old house I lived in. I did a room build a long time ago of my room from this house. So that's also in here. So you don't see me do my room because I already did my room. Actually, I'm pretty sure I emptied my room just a minute ago. That's what I did. But I have stories about this house. I lived here for 12, 13, 10 years? 11 years? It was quite a long time. I lived in Texas I moved like 7 times in my life, so 8 now. But I lived in Texas. We moved there because my dad got a job there in my kindergarten when I was in kindergarten. And so he was there for a year. I finished out my second year of kindergarten. That's a different story. Second year of kindergarten, and so we moved there. And then when we came back, we lived in a house in the town that I live in. It's a stupid town. We lived in a house in the town I lived in, and then we left that house due to reasons I don't want to talk about. And then we moved into this house, which is my grandparents' house. Or grandparents at the time. I only have one grandparent now. That's also another sad story. At a different day. Which I think I actually kind of mentioned in my grandparents' cast video. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. And so grandparents was a big part of my life. They have been a part of my life for a long time now. And I love them. They're my favorite people in the world. Or my grandma is. She's one of my favorite people. I don't want to talk about the other thing because I do have family who watches this, and so it's not a good time to talk about that. But besides the point, and so I was here a lot when I was a child, when I was younger. We would come and visit, and I would stay in the middle room, which would end up being my room later on. I didn't know that obviously at the time because I was like 6 or 5. And then, like I said, we had to end up moving to this house, and when we moved here, we lots of sharing bedrooms. My mom still lived with us then. That's a different story. And so we moved here, and I've lived here ever since. And so I want to tell you guys some stories from my childhood that are my YouTube appropriate, because I got some pretty bad ones and I got some pretty good ones. And they're just funny stories I just want to talk about. So, for instance, one of the first stories I want to talk about is the thing my cousins, no one ever knows about this, so this is like, if you're a friend of mine, total like drenched out moment of embarrassingness is about to happen. When I was younger, I knew everybody. I didn't think you guys did, if you knew me and you know me for all these years, you must have known I was gay because of different things I would do. For instance, I don't think it was this house. I have worn my sister's shoes, like her high heels, because I thought they were so cute. Around the house. I don't think it was this house. I think it was a different house. Maybe it was this house. I can't remember. But that's not the story. So we're gonna get there eventually, where we have a thing behind my grandparents' house, which is called Monkey Land. Also, the cuts in this are kind of weird. I had to cut out a lot of it. It turned out to be like a 5-hour speed build, which is the reason why my computer is just like lagging bad. But that's the point. It turned out to be like a 5-hour speed build, and so I had to move it and change some things. So if certain parts are like, why is that there? It's because I cut it out and you just didn't see it. Which is, so if I find anything really weird, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think I will. And so yeah, so there's this part behind my grandparents' house, back to the story, and it's called Monkey Land. Well, we call it Monkey Land. It's just a whole bunch of trees and stuff. We'd sit next to neighbors. When we were younger, it was huge, but now it's like small because you're older and you're not small. And so Monkey Land basically consisted of a bunch of trees, and we would go back there and we would play. And I have so many memories from back there, but this one in particular, I have. Sorry about that, guys. I'm killing a bug as we speak. So this one in particular, sorry about the clapping. We would play games. Me and my cousin and my sister, we would play games when we were younger. And we would make up stories and stuff, and we had one in particular called Seasons and everything. It was super fun. Like I said, never really talked about that. And so we had that, and it was fun. It was a blast, actually. And so, like, Seasons, it was just a thing. There was 3 sisters. I was a sister, which is another sign that dude either be a transgender or I'm gay. Or, drag, which I think drag might be fun. I don't know. I've been watching Raw Push. I'm getting on topic stuff. And so we go out there and we play. We also had Jonas Sisters because Jonas Brothers are super hot, so we wanted to mimic that. So we'd all be dating Jonas Brother. I'm pretty sure I got Kevin every time because, like, I'm a dude, but we all would date a Jonas person, which was super duper fun as well. Very supportive family, as you can tell here. And so that's one of the stories because we would play Seasons. Me and my brother. Also, we didn't really get along much when I was younger due to other reasons, and so we would play fight. If any other siblings ever do that before, it's simply like play fighting is where you pretend to beat up the person that you want to beat up and you're not actually beating them up. So basically that's what I did. I play fighted with my brother, and we would make a TV show called T9, which I would end up writing a short novel about actually later on, which was just a whole bunch of case files, which was super fun. And it was about the zombie apocalypse. We had different characters, and it was super fun. And we would put on these big major shows for it, and it was a blast. And we don't do that anymore because we're older now and we're more sensible. But it only ended like 2 years ago, so like still not so sensible. I was like 15 or whatever. And also in this very house, in the garage when we first moved in, I used to want to be a teacher. That's not the case anymore. Now I want to be a writer. I've written many books. I've talked about that before. Briefly. If you watch my Let's Decorate series, I have talked about it very briefly. And so I want to be a writer, but in the garage, which you guys are going to find out, I didn't do the garage the way it's supposed to look because our garage is very complicated and very hard to represent in The Sims, and so I just decided not to do that because it wasn't the best idea, and so I'm just like, okay, not doing it. And but in the garage, I would have my little classroom set up and everything, and that's another like cute little story I'm gonna tell right now. So like I said, I want to be a teacher. In 3rd grade, I had my aspiration for becoming a teacher changed to being a writer because I wrote a book about the lone wolf or whatever. It's a lone wolf story as well, and so it changed. But I had all my students and stuff, and I had these baby dolls that I'd teach, and I'd make like grade sheets, the whole 9 yards. I'd have a blast about it, okay? And I would do it, and it was super fun, and I just had a great time. But the issue would be it'd take a lot of my time, you know? And so then I moved away from teaching. I don't know where the story's going actually anymore. I moved away from teaching into writing, in which I wrote my first novel, not in this house, on that front porch, which we barely made. I wrote it on the steps. It was 20 pages. I still have it to this day. I'm actually looking at it right now, not like flipping through it, but I can see it. And it was about vampires or whatever, because I wrote it in 3rd grade when I was a big fan of Twilight. So Stephanie Meyer is a very big reason why I became a writer. So even though I think her books absolutely suck now, because I'm no offense to your Twilight Heart fan, I support you because I was there. I was one of those people. I'm just not one of those people anymore because I can't read them. I can only read the graphic novel, which if you guys have never read before, I recommend it hardcore. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it's a beauty to behold. Okay, and so yeah, so that's part of my backstory as well. In this house, like I said, a lot of memories have happened here. Not all good, so I'm trying to brush over those. But I can also remembering my childhood is risky for me because of my issues, which I do have a few of those. Which, like I said, at one point we'll talk about. My issues are pretty strong and they're there, you know. So yeah, which they also happened in this house. They strengthened this house. I'll probably end up doing something about it eventually. But that table right there, there's a swing set I did not build, where later on in the video you'll see me build a garden type area. That's where the swing set used to be, is where the garden type area was. And I was climbing up there and I got something stuck in my foot, and they had weighed me on the table when I was like 5. And they had to pull it out, and it was super duper long, and I was screaming, and my mom was like, oh, he's fine, you can get over it. And like I could, which I totally did eventually after I stopped crying. But it was super duper painful. And so yeah, that's like struggle. And then also there's a creek that runs around my house, which I kind of built, sort of built, which is also part of my QN. And one of my best friends now, like, we're not best friends anymore, but like we still talk to each other. We still have that moment of like, if we see each other, then we're gonna say hi kind of thing. We're just not super close like we used to be. She cut her foot open, and we had to do things like sterilize it and stuff inside this kitchen as well, for my creek, which, like I said, we'll build very shortly. Not to the extent of where it should be, but it's still, it's there. It's like a fountain creek. You can't swim in it. If you download this house, which this house has been on the gallery since I built it, so if you want it, be my guest and go download my grandparents' house is super duper cute. It's very livable. My sister, she's playing her current household currently in it, and she loves it to death. She plays in it. She says it really feels like an old house, something you don't really see in The Sims 4 anymore, and I agree. It's something we have moved away from, which is nice. I like the new style for The Sims 4 that we have reinvented, but this is much more of a different style house. And she said it's much more homier, and she's like, it could be for the simple fact that I lived here, in which I said that's probably what it was. Oh, you see me delete that whole creek thing? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think I show you guys me rebuilding that creek thing. I think I skip it, because that's a big part of the build, and I didn't feel like doing it. I mean, I did do it, but it's just, I didn't feel like showing you. Which is, a big thing right now, is me cutting out things, because it's just a long process. I don't know. It's just a really long process. And I do want to talk about Sims, because obviously I've had a lot of time to play Sims, because I've been off for a whole week, which is not going to happen. I'm pre-recording for the 2 weeks of July, and then also I might be leaving to go to my mom's due to unexpected challenges that have occurred. Maybe, and so I'll pre-record for that as well. But I just wanted to talk to you about what I've been doing in Sims, because you guys would be like, oh, you're totally over Parenthood, right? And I'm like, yeah, I've been playing Parenthood, okay? I briefly dabbled in. You'll see my current household video. It will go up at the end of the month. And which I'm still debating on which current household I really want to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about Sims 2, and I'm not going to show you, because Sims 2 brings in 0 viewers, and I need the people. So, Sims 2 is what I've been playing ridiculously amount of time. I mean, I've been playing it like religiously, okay? And I don't understand why. Like, I never really thought it was going to be that fun, and I sent a girl to university like 4 months ago, and I'm like, okay, I'll just play with it, because I have it on my computer, and I feel bad when I don't play with things. Reason B, I have Sims 3 LP. You should check it out on my channel right now. It's called Sims 3 All-in-One. We are currently in college at the moment. And that alone, oh, maybe I do that. Just upload that renovation. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Or no, I'll do the renovation. I already renovated. Sorry. Besides the point. And so, like, that alone, I can't remember saying. So, like, you know, it's the reason why there's a Sims 3 LP, because it's on my computer, and I feel like if it's taking up so much space on my computer, which it's really not, then I should play it. Like, I own everything, I should play it. Sims 2, super duper expensive. I recommend you download it illegally. I hope I don't get flagged for that, for saying that, but I do, because it's cheaper. And I didn't spend the money for it, because it's really hard to find, but that's all I'm going to say. And so, Sims 2, I do own, and I have been playing, and I sent my son to college. You have to be there for 4 years to get a degree, and then I don't understand the whole degree, so I'm not really sure what the whole big thing is. Do I get a boost in my job? Because the job I have, which is politics, I didn't want to be a politician. I want to be a teacher, so she might end up quitting her job. I don't know. But still, it's like she went to college and she got married. She's getting married. The next time I play, it's super fun, guys. I was just so shocked, and I want to talk to somebody about it. So I just did, and we still have quite a bit left to go. Okay, so I'm running out of stories because I wasn't prepared for 26 minutes. I have not talked to a camera to my computer since last, like, 4 days ago. So coming back on a 26-minute video, I have to say, is a charm on its own, especially since I don't really, I mean, I have other things I can talk about. I can talk more about the build, right? Okay, so, like, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm outlining everything. Outlining is a great way to really speed along the process. It's hard to do sometimes because you have to make things bigger, because when you outline, it can't connect with certain things, but that's okay. So you make the struggle, you go through it, and so I go through it, and so, like, it's just, I enjoy outlining things. I enjoy this build. Okay, this right here, this is where the old swing set used to be. Now they made it into like a little garden, so I wouldn't add that. The barn also has, like, the barn doesn't really have many stories for me to tell. This tree thing right here, where this picnic table is, it's been in my house for a long, long time, and so the picnic table and everything, and so I had to add it. This area right here, I had to add There's also a few other things which I'm going to show you guys in like one. Oh, I thought I deleted this whole thing. What? I thought I got rid of you. Didn't I get rid of you? Did I not get rid of you? Sorry guys, I was trying to get rid of all this stuff because it just takes too long. See, I'm gonna try to build this little. I even looked at. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, Jacob, and your struggles. But so we're gonna do this random thing right now, so I can figure out if that's even gonna work. But it's not gonna work. Fun fact there. And so I'm gonna do this whole entire like lot thing, and it's just not good, guys. It's not good. And this is where I realized we're gonna have to change the whole thing very, very soon. This is the creek that surrounds my house. My sister said I had to have it, so I was making it. We also have this like little bridge back there which goes into the other property, which I try to make right here, but you have to have enough space to put the stairs on, and I need it in the back of my house, and so I couldn't do it, so we did not do it. But as you can see here, we're going to change the trees because I needed something faster because I was so done making this, but I wanted to get this done over with so I could upload it on Parenthood Day, but honestly I didn't do that. So I don't know. So we screw over this idea and we put different trees and everything in, which you guys will see whenever it pops up, which I'm not really sure because I thought I got rid of this. Oh, I hope there's no music playing right now. Gosh, that would be a bummer. That would be a bummer, right? Screenshots, if they are in this, they're not going to be. Sorry, they're just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So they would be in the Happy Birthday song, which, oh, that's something I wanted to ask. See, the pauses. I try to get rid of all this. I'm so sorry. That's something I wanted to ask. Do you guys know where I could get some Kahoot download free music? That would be amazing. So if you guys do, comment down below. Also, if there's anything on the gallery you want me to see, just type in PFF. Just put this in your thing. Person, anything. Put the hashtag PFFA finds. That's 2 F's, 1 A, and 1 P. And I'll look at once I get internet and stuff, I'll look at it more often. But yeah. And that way I can stay in touch with you guys. It's my new hashtag that's going to be on the gallery. And I'm just going to be doing it. And yeah, it's all good. Let's see. I'm running out of things to talk about. Luckily enough, we only have 4 minutes left. So, you know, good for me to fill up this time. Back here is where we deployed seasons. Those trees, where I put the oh gosh, what's that called? Can't think what it's called. The picnic table. We also played seasons there. That was a portal into different realms. It was such a fun time. There's certain parts of my childhood that I don't miss, and then there's certain parts of my childhood that I could live forever. And that was one of those parts of my childhood that I could live forever because it was so unique, and it really did bring my family, or that part of my family, closer. So I truly am thankful for those moments that my sister, my cousin, and everybody gave to me. So yeah, go them for giving me these moments that I cherish even to this day. And that's a big improvement for moments that I don't cherish, which I have a bunch of those because my childhood wasn't bad, but it wasn't for me wasn't the greatest of all time. Like I said, I'll get there. And different story, we're not there yet in my channel. I'm not there yet prepared. I'm only 160 videos into you, okay? So basically you gotta give me some time. You gotta give me like 40 videos, 30 videos, I don't know. This is also, this house is a part of my Parenthood LP. I guess I should throw that in there. Check it out. Come on. The voice is a little weird. Okay, I do agree. I'm still trying to work out the microphone, but you could still probably understand me, hopefully. We'll find out. Oh gosh, I hope so, because I don't have time to really mess around with my microphone and try to figure it out. Oh, but we'll find out, right? And, oh, also, this is one of those few houses. Check it out, okay? The playlist will be linked down below. But, I hope, if I remember. And so, like, this is like one of those houses that I've broken into many times because we had to figure things out. And so yeah, so this is the trees. I don't know if you guys see me finish off the trees. I can't remember because you do 2 rows of them. But they're all surrounding the house. This house has come out to be around 230 grand. Peyton did get her first bills for this house, and they did come out to be around 13. So if you do motherload, which I'm guessing is the only way you can get this house, then you're definitely going to have to go ahead and give yourself some spending money and some extra bill money, because there's no way your sim can make that much money in a week. Maybe there is if you don't buy anything, which I did, furnish every room but the rooms that we left blank in my house because we moved from those rooms, so I figured it was fitting. But guys, if you liked this video, please give me a big bad thumbs up, comment down below, and of course I do post videos every single day, so I'll see you guys whenever you show back up. I mean, you could be showing up for Parenthood, you could be showing up for Forgotten Sisters, moving on up, anything, any of your favorites, 100 baby channels, I don't care, show back up. I love you guys all, and I'll see you guys all next time for my very next video. Goodbye.